So hey guys, as you see here, today I will show you how to solve the yellow face of the Rubik's Cube. So let's get started. So if you haven't checked out my previous videos, you should go check them out because you'll have no idea what I'm doing here. So I've already done how to solve the first layer, the yellow face, and how to solve the second layer. This video will be the second to last one. So I'm not just saying you should go check it out because I want to give views. Like you should check it out. You have to check it out. Or you have to watch the entire video, or you won't have any idea what's going on in this one. Okay? So here I have a scrambled up cube. And one more thing. Please subscribe. I want to beat my friend to 20 subscribers. Okay, so we have to first solve the white cross. We have to put it under the blue. So we can do this. Right? The orange is already paired up. The green, the red is already paired up, so might as well do that. And the green now is paired up. So there we go. And there's already one corner in, so we can ignore that one. 3 sexy moves. This is how fast your sexy move should get. R, U, I prime, E prime. And for this case, you have to do 2 opposite sexy moves. So you can either do the left hand or you can do this. This is the opposite of the sexy move, okay? So now we have to put in the edges. So right hand side sexy move, left hand side sexy move, okay? Right hand side, turn to the left. Left hand side, right hand side, turn to the left hand side, and it's done. So now here we have the point. We are at the point where there's this, okay? So there are 3 cases. There are actually 4, but you can ignore the 4th one because the 4th one is the cross is already solved. So there are 3 cases. This one, there's this one with a bar, and there's this one where none of these are solved. So you can ignore these 4 corners right now. They don't really matter, okay? So, let's first learn how to solve this one. So, you do F, you turn the F layer, the front layer, you do sexy move, R, U, R prime, U prime, and then you turn this front layer back, and you get this case. And don't worry if it's not solved, because you still have to do one more thing. You have to do FW. You have to turn the F layer and this layer right here. It's called S, I think. But if you turn both, it's called FW. This is RW, LW, UW, okay? So right now we're doing FW, sexy move, RU, R prime, U prime, and then FW prime, and now it's solved. Now we're headed to the next case. This one, where it's like an L. So you have to make sure it points down like this, okay? And if you're paying attention from how to solve when there's only a dot, you already know how to solve this, but I will just show you anyway. You do FW because you turn the F one and you turn this one. You do sexy move, RU, R prime, U prime, and you turn it back, FW prime, and it's solved. Now let's go on to the last case. The bar case, okay? This is the bar case when there's a bar here. It's a straight line. And you want to make it. So if you're sitting like this, solving the Rubik's Cube, you want to make it parallel to you. Okay, you don't want to do it like this, you want to do it like this. So now, or you could say horizontal instead of vertical. Now you do F, because you turn the F layer clockwise, R, U, R prime, U prime, and you turn F prime, and it's solved. So that's all 3 cases that are possible that you need to do something. The 4th case is this cross is already solved. The 4th case is this cross is already solved, and in that case you don't really have to do anything. And what you don't have to worry about is this. This red one is matched up, but this blue one isn't, this green one isn't, and this orange one isn't either. But you can completely ignore that now. What you want to focus on is the yellow side. Okay? So this algorithm I'm going to teach you is more complicated than any of the other algorithms I've taught you before. So let's get into it. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. And I bet you have no idea what that does for now, but for now that's okay. Now I'll prove to you. I said in the last video that sexy moves, anti-sexy moves, and left-hand version sexy moves 6 times. If you do those 6 times, it will return to normal, or it will return to the state it was. So we have to remember now. Orange, blue, yellow, blue, and red. Now, 6 sexy moves is also, it returns you to the normal, to the So, or whatever returns you to whatever you had, okay? So here we go. And here's how fast your not your sexy move, your anti-Suna should get. And I'm not fast forwarding, by the way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See? Red and blue, orange, blue, yellow. Definitely true. So let's get into what sexy move, not sexy move, anti-Suna actually does. So what it does is it completely ignores this corner, but it does more than that. These 3 corners right here get twisted once counterclockwise, okay? Just once. So this one will be here because it goes counterclockwise. This one will be here because it goes counterclockwise. And this one right here will be here because it also gets turned counterclockwise, okay? So let's see if that's actually true. And what it actually also does is it switches these two and it switches these two. So we will have to do this, okay? So have to remember, this corner will stay red. This one will be orange. This one will be orange. And this one will be red, okay? R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. And like I told you, we'll have to spin it twice. And just like I said, this one is now orange. This one is now orange. And this one is red. You can go check out, you can like rewind it and see if this was actually true because all of them were twisted once counterclockwise. Okay? So this is what anti-Suna does. So what you want to do is get the one yellow corner. You want to get only one yellow corner, not 2, not 3, but 1. 3 is actually not possible. So if you get a 3 corner, that means you did something like this. Okay? Please don't twist corners because it will make the cube impossible to solve. And if you do that during a competition, it will be a DNF, which means did not finish, and that solve will not count, even though you were doing extremely well. So please don't twist corners. So anyway, that's what anti-Suna does. It twists these 3 corners. The top left, the top left, the bottom left, and the bottom right one. And it ignores this one. Alright, they get switched, but you don't really have to worry about that. So anyway, it's basically like a little much easier puzzle. Because you just have to solve the yellow side and you already know what anti-Suna does. If you don't know what anti-Suna does, rewind it because this is an extremely important algorithm. So, this right here, these 4. One has to be turned into a yellow corner, okay? So, if you can mentally imagine, it would be great. So, try to pause the video because I'll show you every single corner, okay? This is what it looks like. Pause the video if you can mentally imagine, it would be really nice. And try to figure out which position you should do anti-Suna. Here, okay? Here, or here, okay? So if you guessed this one, not guessed, but if you did this one, it's correct because watch. You don't have to watch, you can just mentally imagine. This one will get turned, this one won't get turned, okay? Sorry if I said it. This one won't get turned right here. This one will get turned once, and then we have a yellow side here. We have a yellow corner here. This one will get turned, so we have a blue corner here, which is okay. And here we have a green corner, so it's also okay because it turns once counterclockwise. So let's do it. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. Like I said, we have one yellow corner now. And another thing is, always keep the yellow side on the top unless you are doing the white cross. Okay? So now, remember that we have to keep this side yellow, this little corner yellow, so we have to put it to the place where it doesn't get twisted. And now all of these will be yellow, because it goes counterclockwise. This one will be yellow. Counterclockwise, this one will be yellow. Counterclockwise, this one will also be yellow. So let's do it again. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. Now it's solved. So if you did solve the yellow side, you did an awesome job. Let's try another case. For example, this. Or you know what? Let's do something that has at least, oh yeah, great. So this is a little bit harder, okay? So what you have to do is you have to make one yellow side. So you have to at least have one of these non-yellow corners here, because then if you do this, one yellow corner will still be kept, and you want only one yellow corner, because as you see, if you do anti-student, this one will be turned yellow. So we have to have one of these orange or red corners right here at the top right. Okay, so which corner is it? So it's actually this orange one, because as you see right here, this will get turned counterclockwise and it will become a yellow. So let's do it. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. Okay? And prime, by the way, means counterclockwise. I'm sorry I didn't say that at the beginning of the video. So see right here, now we have a yellow corner. So let's do it again, because right now it'll be turned orange, green, and blue. So we need to do it twice now. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. So see, now we have one more again. So we have to twist it to the top right. You always have to twist it to the top right. And now all of these corners are in the right shape, or in the right places, because it turns once counterclockwise. So let's do it. R, U2, R prime, U prime, R, U prime, R. And it's solved. So there are, I think, how many cases are there? I think there's 2, 1. I think there are 8 possible cases. So if you know how to really quickly do all of those cases, it would be really cool. For example, if you have this case, okay, this is one of the cases. This is one of the really lucky cases, because you only have to do 2 anti-students. Like just 2 anti-students straight like this. 1. And it's already solved. So you don't even have to turn. You can just immediately do 2 anti-students. So it's really nice. Let's do another case. Maybe this one. Okay. We already did this one once. But this is another possible case. So you do anti-student. Okay. So the one where there are no yellow corners on the top, it's actually pretty quick, because you don't really need to think about it that much. You just place it, anti-student, and it immediately just pops up, so you just can do another anti-student. Let's do another case. Not that one. Okay, maybe this. This is one of the hard cases. So this is right here, right? It turns counterclockwise. This turns counterclockwise, so it's fine. Let's do it. And then just do not sexy move, but anti-student many times until you get the yellow side. So if you did get the yellow side, you're doing an awesome job. You're really close to solving the Rubik's Cube.